Both Greco-Roman and Jewish sources agree that Jesus did things which friend and foe alike thought were miracles, or if you wanted to put a negative spin on it, sorcery. But one of our sources puts it in more neutral terms. Our first century Jewish friend Josephus says that Jesus performed paradoxa erga, baffling deeds.
And it's a good thing the trail has led us to Cambridge, because tucked away in the library of St John's College is an important Latin manuscript of the Josephus masterpiece, Antiquities of the Jews.
Josephus straddled two worlds. He was born and educated in Jerusalem, but he lived out his final years in Rome under the patronage of the emperors. And it was there in Rome, in the second half of the first century, that he penned his magnificent 20-volume History of the Jewish People. He could have had no idea at the time that out of everything he wrote, just 2 small paragraphs would capture the world's attention.
At this time there appeared Jesus, a wise man, for he was a doer of baffling deeds, a teacher of people who received the truth with pleasure. And he gained a following both among many Jews and among many of Greek origin. He was the Messiah. And when Pilate, because of an accusation made by the leading men among us, condemned him to the cross, those who had loved him previously did not cease to do so. For on the 3rd day, he appeared to them again alive.
If you're wondering why a Jewish historian would freely describe Jesus as the Messiah, the anointed king of the Jews, so do most scholars. It seems as though somewhere in the copying process, a rather bold scribe has tried to improve the wording to bring it into line with Christian beliefs. If Josephus did include the reference to Jesus as Messiah, risen from the dead, he almost certainly would have done so in a more neutral or perhaps even sceptical way. One manuscript actually has the words, "He was perhaps Messiah," and "it was merely reported he appeared alive to them." Whatever we make of the two debatable lines, most scholars agree that the references to Jesus as a teacher, wonder worker and martyr do indeed come from the pen of Josephus.